Peace, well, I'm back. So today I'm going to speak about inside and out. So a lot of people worry about how they look on the outside and knowing it's a part of them or it's parts of them on the inside they need to get better or they need to have better prepared or need to be better situated, meaning their internal organs. People may have a heart problem or kidney problem or lung problems or leg problems or arm problems or eye problems, so on and so forth. It doesn't matter to them because they sneakers look good, they pants look good, they shirt look good, they watch look new, they chain look good, they car look good. You know what I mean? And it's nothing wrong with that. However, you need to worry about inside, internally, how things are. Like I'm worrying about internally because I could display things for the world all day. And at the end of the day, I know my heart is bad, my lungs is bad, my kidneys bad, my vision is bad, my hearing is bad. You know what I mean? And it's like at the end of the day, I need to work on those things because no matter how it look on the outside to the world, if I'm not right on the inside, on the outside, it don't hold no weight no more. Because I see this a lot in society now. It's a lot of people that's right on the outside, but on the inside, they dying. They pride ain't where it should be. Their ego ain't where it should be. But they sneakers look good. Their pants look good. Their jewelry look good. Their car look good. And you could visit some people's homes and their bathroom is not properly cleaned. Their kitchen is not properly cleaned. Their bedroom is not properly cleaned. It's like that. You know what I mean? And that's an inside part that we need to work on. Like I said, I'm not saying when we go amongst society and we go amongst civilization that we shouldn't represent ourselves right. However, work on the inner you before you work on the outer you. Like I'm concerned more with the inner me than the outer me. I can always get to that. That is important, but it's not more important than the inner me. It's not more important than my mental health. It's not more important than my psychological health. It's not more important than my spiritual health. Because that's on the inside. That's internally. Those are things I need to be right. Because if those things are not right, what's going to happen when those things break down and those things give out? Now, on the outside, those things are going to show way more than my sneakers, my jeans, my pants, or my suits, and my slacks, and my khakis, and so on and so forth. Like I said, I'm not saying those things are not important, but it's not more important than internally. A lot of people are suffering. A lot of people are suffering internally because they learn about the outer layer, how they look to other people, how they look to their man, how they look to their woman, how they look to their boss, how they look to their coworkers, how they look when they go in the stores. And again, I'm not saying that that's not important, but if you know that you have a problem with the way that your bathroom look, the way your bedroom look, the way your living room is, the way that you need to clean up your apartment, the way that you need to go check yourself, you need to go to the doctor, you need to go check on your kidneys, your lungs, your heart, you need to go check on your blood pressure, you need to go check on your sugar levels. It's just things that you need to check on, but you so caught up in when you outside how people see you, you ignoring those things because you're trying to keep up with what you see on the internet. You're trying to keep up with other people that they might not even know they're not healthy as well because they're not going to check on those things, or they ashamed to go check on those things, or they don't have the medical coverage to go check on those things, or they don't know how to go check on those things, or they don't have the money to go check on those things. However, they got money to buy clothes, or they got money to buy weed, or they got money to buy liquor, or they got money to buy cigarettes, or they got money to buy fast food, or they got money to buy a new phone, or they got money to keep up with the latest things that's going on. You know what I mean? Or they know the latest words to the latest songs, but they not running to the doctor to check on their health. And age doesn't matter. Some people think, well, I'm only 21. I'm good. I ain't 50 yet. I ain't 40 yet. Age is just a number. Your body can give out on you at any age. So don't allow age to think or believe, well, I'm good because I'm still young. Nah, that's not true. You got to keep up with your health. You got to stay on top of that. You can't expect your moms or your dad or your guardian or your aunt or your uncle or your man or your woman or your husband or your wife or your baby mother or your baby father or whoever to stay on top of that. You got to stay on top of that. You got to check that. But again, when you only worrying about the outer layer, or you only worrying about looking good for the internet, or posing for the gram, or posing for Facebook, That's why I'm going to say this again. I do a lot of homework and research, but I'm not on Facebook. I'm not on Instagram because that's more things to distract me from worrying about the inner me, worrying about my inner peace, my inner happiness, worrying about my body being right internally. Because I could always get that together when I go outside. I'm not saying I look like a slouch when I go outside. No, I'm well kept when I go outside. But the inner me is way more better than the outer me at the end of the day. My heart, my lungs, my liver, my vision, my hearing, my blood pressure, my sugar levels, all that's way more taken care of than the outer me. And the outer me is taken care of. So somebody looking at me on the outer me and like, well, damn, he well put together. The inner me is way more put together than the outer me. And that's something that we ignore too much. And like I said, I'm not on Instagram. I'm not on Snapchat. I'm not on Facebook. I'm not on Twitter. I'm not on none of these other websites. The only thing I'm on is YouTube. And that's way more than enough attention. I don't need any more attention besides that. Some people crave attention, but at the end of the day, they're not healthy. Spiritually, psychologically, and physically. Think about that. Think about that. Think about getting yourself together and being on the internet less. I'm going to put this out there before I close the video. I want to do an internet challenge. Who could stay off their phone if they not on websites for 24 hours straight? I'm not saying you can't make no calls or you can't text somebody, but staying off Facebook, staying off Instagram, staying off Twitter, staying off Snapchat for at least 24 hours. I mean, I can do that. That's why I'm not on those websites. I challenge myself every day not to worry about the internet and worry about other people and other people's business. I got to worry about me because I got my own business to handle, my own health, my own strength, my own mental health, my own mental strength, and so on and so forth. This is just food for thought. Peace, world.